Alright, I'm gonna show you how to start a session with a kick drum and how to start that mix down with that. I'm gonna use a fast key of Control Shift N. That creates a new track. Control Shift N. That'll bring that up. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna do one uh, mono. I'm gonna go to instrument. I'm gonna change it to samples. I'm gonna call it kick and then create. Um, Go here, up here where this track is that we created, where it says kick. Over here on the side it says inserts. Click that first slot. Go down to plugin and go down to instrument. And let's just try. Boom is your is a drum program. I'm gonna go ahead and clear the pattern. Um, that's what that kick sounds like in electro. Click this button, it'll give you different sounds. Alright, so I've turned up the level here and the level here on that. We don't have any patterns going. Go over here to the nameplate where it says kick, right click, and go down to open in MIDI editor. And we gotta find that kick. Right there, C1. So just click 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna start right there with that 4 on the floor. We're at 120 BPMs, I believe. I highlighted down here these sticks. These are the velocity stems, and I turn those to full power. So it should hit the way it's supposed to hit, the way you want it, loud. And then see what it sounds like. So we selected an instrument, or we created a channel, we selected an instrument, and now we're created a pattern. And so yeah, we can edit that, delete that one, delete that one, come over here and do that. Now that's more, I think, of a 4 on the floor. You know what? Go out to zoom out, press Alt, Alt and scroll down. So we're gonna just put a kick on the one of all these beats. So it'll be 1, and then up here it changes to 1, 2, and then 1, 3, and then 1, 4, and then it goes to 2, 1. So we're gonna put it on the 1, 2, 3, 4 of these beats here. Boom, boom, boom. Then highlight all those, and then grab one, and it'll grab them all. and then go down here and highlight the velocities and make them all big, and then go back, and that should be 4 on the floor at 120. Just 4 kicks, just 1, 2, 3, 4. We can also yeah, we'll just do that right there. We can do different stuff later. So what else we want to do? Let's create a stereo aux channel to send that to as a drum, into like a drum mix. First, yeah, let's create an aux for kick effects, because we're gonna put some effects on it after we EQ and use a compressor. And then press this plus, create another stereo aux ticks, and then that'll be drum mix. And then while we're at it, let's go ahead and create a master channel for everything, a stereo master fader. And then create, and it'll bring all those channels up at the same time. To unhighlight all, you press Alt and then click. It unhighlights everything. And then to put this into a regular shape for you, press Control, Window, Alt, down. And yeah, you can do it like that. And then Alt scroll, you'll zoom in a little bit. So that's just one bar of a kick drum that we just started. Alright, so we want to open up the mixer, so it's Control plus. We'll open up the mixer, grab, and then to clear your meters, press Alt C. It'll clear all your meters. I like to create and mix at like -6 dB. 6.5 is good. And your drum mix, I would take it down at about half of what the other thing is, but keep your kick and your effects at the same, at 0. Alright, so boom, click it, highlight it, come back. Alright, so you can hear it. So down here at the bottom, we're gonna do sends. We'll click that first plate. You're gonna send a track, send it a kick FX, and then that'll pop up, and then Alt click, and it'll take it automatically 0. And you'll take that send, that out. You'll take that output and put it to drum mix. Alright, so we got, this is called gain staging. We've got our kick where we want it. We got our kick effects where we want the kick to go into, and we're going to send that into the drum mix, which the drum mix is turned down to 3 dB, which is going to come out of the master at -6 dB. So we're gonna, it's called gain staging, so you got a little bit of volume level happening there. Volume level monitoring your clipping and stuff with that. Alright, so that kick, let's go into the EQ on that one. We like to use the EQ3 7 band for this. So let's go ahead. I got it about here at this one at about 88.6. I don't know what I was doing with that. And then I'm gonna do at about at about 50. And then this cut right here is how steep that cut's gonna be. I went to 18 and then come back just a bit. We're gonna take this yellow mid frequency and come out of it. And I'm gonna change the Q, I'm gonna sharpen it up a bit. Right there, I just like the sound of that. No, I don't want any air in it. I'm gonna boost it right there for a little bit of attack in it. And I'm gonna sharpen that up a bit. I'm gonna take that high end, I'm gonna roll that off right there just like that. And then I'm gonna activate the low pass filter on the high end there. I feel there's a little bit more impact if I bring it right there. About right there, I feel like there's a lot of impact right there. Alright, now what I like to do is get a compressor here. Actually, I like to go to dynamics and get a pro limiter. And I set the ceiling. I don't want the sound to go past -0.2, which is just below 0. I don't want it to go past that. So when it plays, it'll knock it back. So I want to turn that up. One trick is through the trim and one trick is to use the threshold. But I don't know. It's not working for this purpose right now. I don't think it's what I need to do. So I'm gonna not use that insert. You click the button and then click no insert. I'm going to dynamics. I'm going to do the BF76 compressor, and we're going to use our ears. I want it to attack it fast. I want it to kind of be slow on the release. I'm going to turn the input up. Alright, so we got that on there. And then I'm going to put the limiter after that to keep it from going over. And then let's go back into the EQ and kind of shape it a little more how we want it. Alright, I think that's an okay kick sound, I guess. Alright, to give that a rest. What we did, we put in an instrument, we EQ'd it, we put a compressor on it, and we put a limiter on it. So it's gonna hit as loud as it can to this channel, and then it's coming out to this effects channel where I would like to put on a delay, and this will help us have a kind of a different sound. It'll give us a thicker attack sound. Alright, and then after that, I want to put a limiter to keep it from going over 0. So that's hitting as hard as it can on that, and then it's going out here to drum mix, where I'm gonna just put a limiter. Where I want it to hit below 0 at negative 0.2. And so we're sitting pretty nice. And what I'm gonna do over here in my master is take up some of that headroom and go up to negative 3. And so we're still down below the clip point at 0. So far that's what we did. What I like to do is I like to click that region. I like to come over here to this, click the color bar on the side by kick, and then grab that and change the color. Click hold, click tracks, and then come over here and put clicks in tracks, and then click that same color where it held again, and then it color codes it for you. Then Control S is to save, and then go down here to the kick and to independent click two things at the same time, press Control click. It'll click the other one and leave the other one clicked as well. Highlight or come over here and right click double. And I change my oxes, I change them all to none. It changes to gray. And then to unclick those, I press Alt click. It undoes that. And then your master is right there. And I'm gonna stick a limiter right here too on the master, just to not get any clip hack happening here. I don't want nothing happen. So, and then Control S to save again. Let's see if I can put some, can I do some more EQ? I'm gonna use the graphic one. Alright, and I just flip-flopped it. I put it back in, I put the pro limiter on the end of the chain there. So I gave it a little more EQ. Control S to save again. Unhighlight everything. Boom, boom. And that's everything right now so far for that. If you want to like do like a few measures of that, that's one measure or one bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar. And what I did was I highlighted it by clicking it, and then I pressed Control D, which will duplicate, and then press Shift and then click, hold Shift and click one end of the thing, and it will highlight them all. And press Alt Shift and then 3 up top, and it'll turn it all into one thing for you. So that's, we got 4 bars of 4 on the floor kick drum. Alright, so that's our lesson today. Uh, well, let me do something here. That's what that's like. All right, let's delete that. We'll go here and let's open a MIDI editor. And we wanted an A flat, which is a G sharp. Or actually, no, what was that? What we did, it was a C1, huh? And once you got all of those on there like that, you can press go to kick, go to the nameplate, right click, and press commit. And commit selected tracks, render automation, all this. Copy the sends, the group assignments, elastic audio algorithm, all that. Make sure those are highlighted. And then insert after last selected track, yes. And then source tracks, hide and make inactive. Yes, do that. And do it offline and press OK. Did it do something? I undid that because I don't trust what I just did. And to undo something is Control Z. So, and I did that because I felt like something happened to the sound there. Let me open a MIDI editor. Another thing to make a better kick sound is to do 2 kicks at once. And to rename something, just double click the name. And I'm gonna just put a 1 on that. And to resize it, Control Window Alt down. And then we can go back to instruments. We can do boom. Remember to clear all that. And then let's see what that sounds like. We just Send that there. And then, so just open in MIDI editor. See if that's the same one. And see how that sounds together to mix those two kicks together. To single it, press S right there. And then we're going to go through the same process. We're going to EQ it. I want to raise them bottoms. And then we're going to do go to the BF76 again. Give it some volume. And then put a limiter there. After that, and then unpress the S. Alright, so I've layered 2 kicks. Let's listen to them and check the phase. To bring up 2 of them at the same time, shift click, and it should bring up you can flip the phase by pressing this little crossed out 0. Click it and see how it sounds. I like the sound of flipping this first one. So there's that. We did a kick drum. We can set up a pattern later in the next lesson and then move into the claps and snare. But all I did with the kick is put it on 1, 2, 3, 4 of a bar on the one of every beat or whatever. And at 120, and that's the typical dance beat. And we'll go into more in depth when we get more farther along. Remember to Control S to save, and then you can just push the X to close.